to heal within you. Simply with your consciousness, simply with the way and how you change the way you think. You have that opportunity, and not only is that just an opportunity, it is a gift. It is a blessed and sacred gift to be able to change the conscious vibration of this planet, reverse what we've done to it by knowing that we are planets ourselves. And as amazing as our planet is, we are codependent on all life forms. And if you think of a tree and how amazing and magnificent that creation is in itself, it provides nourishment, it provides shade, it provides food. And yet at the same time, in its amazing and profound sacredness as a being, a sentient being, if you don't eat the fruit, if animals don't eat the fruit, if insects don't eat the fruit, the universe created such a sacred earth that it still falls to the ground, it still rots, and a seed springs forth just to bring forth more life. Life cannot be stopped. And the greatness and the beauty of life cannot be stopped and will not be stopped. All of that for you. For you to recognize that sentient relationship you have. For you to empathically know that you are that tree, that your roots need to stand deep, and that you can perpetuate the most fantastic things in life with your God consciousness. Not only is that a powerful concept and a powerful truth, but as beautiful as we are, we can't create our own oxygen. That's not a flaw in our design. That's the perfection in our design to help us realize that we as sacred beings must recognize the sacredness in all beings. And we as sacred beings must recognize the sacredness in our words, our thoughts. Before we even eat food, we eat thoughts. We eat consciousness, how we feel about ourselves. If we don't love ourselves, if we don't love other people, we are always eating those words, those consciousness, that action first. And what we eat and what we think and how we feel dictates how we treat our planet, the kind of people we spend time with, and how we judge others. So I said we're going to raise the conscious vibration of what we do on the outside through all of these nonprofit organizations, through all of these animal sanctuaries, with how we eat. Let us eat the breath of life first for ourselves. Let us recognize the God spirit within ourselves. Let us recognize that we are created in the image and likeness of that, making you whole, making you complete, making you perfect, and all needs are met. Everything that is necessary for your happiness, your health, your vitality is right here on planet Earth, and it begins with you recognizing it. And when we recognize the love that we have for ourselves, then we can truly activate what WorldFest really is. So if a lot of you come out to experience WorldFest from the outside, always remember that it begins with you from here, because if you don't go within, you will surely go without. And I want you to not only understand that, I want you to go beyond understanding it to overstanding it, because nowadays I don't understand anything, but I overstand everything. To understand means to stand under, which means you don't have the full perspective of everything that's going on. You're not empathically connected and not choosing to be empathically connected. Yet when you stand over, you have the opportunity to stand on the precipice of your own life. You have this opportunity to stand over and look at everything and see how it relates to you. And how you can make choices that are healthy, that are loving, that are spiritual, that are ascended. And before I go, I would like to end at the beginning with a meditation that I do every morning that helps to raise my spiritual vibration and indeed put my money where my mouth is. I'll just do it by hand. I invoke, decree, and dream awake the full cellular ascension of my being, physical, mental, emotional, spiritual, in this now, with the full support of God, Goddess, the Ascended Master Realm to include, our Ascended Master Self, Father Saint Germain, Sananda, the Holy Mother Mary, Kuan Yin, Goddess of Mercy, Archangel Michael and the Legions, Ashtar and the entire command, Babaji, Raphael, Gabriel, Clan of the Trumpet Angels, Aboriginal and Tribal Shaman, Goddesses of Fortune, Angels of Light, Elohim, Clan of the Serpents, Shiva, all Christ frequencies, all animal totems, elementals of fire, air, water, and earth, all divine beings of light, love, and ascension, named and unnamed, to activate the cells within my being who are your counterparts with the unified power of the One. I decree my highest good always operating in this now. I decree grace and mercy always operating in this now. I invoke, decree, and dream awake the full truth and reality of ascension in this now. I invoke and dream awake with every breath that I breathe, the violet fire transmuting my whole being. I invoke and dream awake the full current of ascension in every cell of my being. I am ascended. I invoke and dream awake expanded God consciousness, fully realized in me as unlimited abundance, fulfilling my every need and desire. I invoke and dream awake the ending of procrastination, tiredness, blockages, obstacles, and unhealthy belief systems. I decree immediate abundance in my life. I invoke and dream awake my liberation from all karmic debt. I am infinite opulence. I invoke and dream awake my personal empowerment in every instant that anyone is impacted by my being and creations. I invoke and dream awake the infinite empowerment of my sexual, spiritual, mental, emotional, physical, and financial relationship with life. I invoke and dream awake sacred sexuality, erotic innocence, and always express the sacredness of sexual force for pleasure, creativity, and healing. I invoke and dream awake world universal healing from all sexual woundedness and shame. I invoke and dream awake worldwide release of all manipulating forces and beings who would control humanity past, present, and future. I invoke the angels and ascended masters to realign and heal all misused energy, to including the full restructuring of our DNA. I invoke and dream awake the transmutation of all negative and judgmental projections. I invoke and dream awake my constant ability to be centered and balanced in my psychic perceptions and empathic nature. All overwhelming psychic energies are released by me automatically, easily, effortlessly. I am empowered by everything. I invoke and dream awake my lucid dreaming each night I sleep and total remembering when I awake. I invoke and dream awake my infinite harmony with God, I am. I invoke and dream awake the full expression of my miraculous healing power, my life as a continuous stream of miracles. I invoke and dream awake my infinite ability and willingness to receive all life's blessings. I invoke and dream awake a constant attitude of gratitude for my whole life, all my accomplishments and blessings, including the same for the universe at large. I invoke and dream awake the full blessings of God, Goddess, the ascended masters, angels, guides, and beings of light to bless this earth. I invoke and dream awake all my decrees and vocations and prayers I have released to the universe and open myself to God's response for support and love in my highest good. I invoke and dream awake the release of all past, present, and future lifetimes of decrees and vows which would bind me to limitation, lack, density, and anything not of ascension in this now. I invoke and dream awake the full reclaiming of my eternal self as powerful, loving, and fully aligned in abundant God consciousness. I invoke and dream awake the total dissolving of all manipulating forces which would bind this earth plane in fear. I invoke and dream awake the influence of the ascended master realm and angels to intercede and raise the vibrations higher to bring darkness into the light, raising the frequency of love in God consciousness on planet Earth in this now. I invoke and dream awake the ascension of planet Earth in this now. God bless you. I love you. WorldFest, baby, 2013.
Damn.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to bring up a gentleman, a very, very well-known national and international cartoonist who always raises the conscious vibration through love, who always raises the conscious vibration through comedy and his artwork and his cartoons, and he's nationally syndicated, but who also raises the conscious vibration of what is going on this planet through humor, which also heals. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my honor and blessing to bring to you Mr. Dan Piraro.
Wow. Wow. I gotta admit, I hate going on stage after Debra Wilson, because that is exactly what I was gonna say. That was, and now I'm just stuck with improv. That woman can turn anything into a tent revival meeting. I once saw her. She came to a nude. I know it was. I know it's. It was a nude. What do you call those things? Hot tub thing at a Christmas party at the Playboy Mansion. She turned it into a tent revival meeting. It was incredible. She was nearly killed, in fact. Anyway, this is no place for comedy, so I'm not going to. I'm going to try not to be funny at all. But I love being here.